Look, when I'm at the gas station, this ain't no Christian mingle. This ain't farmers only. This ain't no dating site. I'm in and out. Please don't try to. Can I get you? No, can I get you Snapchat? No, Craig, you can't. Let me get my sunflower seeds and my Gatorade. I got to go. This is like literally my Sphinx sees me at my worst, and you have the audacity to act like this is Christian mingle. Look.
Damn it, Craig. You're effing it up for everyone, man. What did I tell you? Keep your hands to yourself and your mouth to yourself, too, right? Oh, man. The audacity of this chick, right? To tell us that the audacity of us wanting to talk to her. Or what, bitch? What you gonna do about it? Call harassment? Alright. You know what? I'll keep camera on me next time. I'll have those cameras the side of my head that records first person point of view, just so I can show, hey officer, yeah, I talked to her one time. She told me she ain't interested. I left. Obviously, it's a joke, right? I'm not gonna keep no goddamn camera on me. Just to go talk to some broad. But fellas, this is your modern woman, and this is also why I tell you guys not to hit up chicks who are older than 22. Hands down, this chick has to be older than 22, right? And also, look how much makeup she has on. Always stay the hell away from women who got that much makeup on just to go about doing her daily things every day. She's going to the grocery store. Why you need that much makeup on? Why you got your hair did like that? Why? If you're at a party, going to an event, okay, I understand that. But these are the type of women, these attention whores are the type of women who complain about getting all this attention, but they still do the most to get the attention. They're a walking contradiction, right? But fellas, very key important point here is, as I mentioned before, the older she gets, the more effed up she gets in the head. Why? Because the more time she spends in the hookup culture. And we all know this. The longer the woman stays in the hookup culture, the more bodies she has on her notch count, the more emotionally and psychologically damaged she's gonna get. Why? Because women simply just weren't programmed to sleep around this much. This is what happens. Let me break it down a little bit more. The more guys she sleeps with, the more time she expects these guys to stay around. Well, these guys won't stay around. Why? Because these are the top of the top alpha level type of dudes. And I hate using that word, alpha. Anyways, so that builds her trust issues. And also, why do these guys not have any incentive to stay with only her? Because they're getting all the women throwing themselves at him. This is no new news. This is old news. This has been happening for a decade now, at least, since Instagram took off, since dating media, social media took off. Not really just one decade, few decades since feminism first took off. Third wave feminism, right? So that's why these guys don't have an incentive to settle down with only one woman, because they're getting all of it. Now, the more of these guys she's going through, the more her trust issues are building up. Why? Because she gets dumped by this guy. She goes to the next guy. She gets dumped again. Well, her walls for her insecurities build up a little thicker. She can't trust women a little bit more than she wasn't used to. The next guy makes it a little bit worse. The next guy makes it a little bit worse. Every single new guy she sleeps with makes it a little bit worse for her to trust men, because she thinks that's how all men act. When in reality, 80% of men are invisible to her because they don't look like that top alpha level guy. They don't have the money of that top alpha level guy. They don't have the charisma, the mouthpiece, the charm to him like that top alpha level guy. That's why these guys are invisible to her. You really don't think this is true? Oh yeah, most men are invisible to most women. Not the other way around though. We're just lucky just to get one woman in our lives, right? Let alone three, four, five. But yeah, these alpha level dudes, yes, they're getting them all. And that's why she's getting mentally effed up. She's like, oh man, the only value I have is what's in between my legs. Oh, another guy just won me for my body. It's just the same concept of a rich man getting so rich and meeting new people and figuring out every single new person he meets just wants him, just wants his company, just wants to come into his life just because of his resources, just because of his riches. He's not going to trust anybody after a while. Same thing with the woman. And part of me does feel for her because as a decent looking woman, you're getting approached right and left, especially in the South. This woman had a southern accent. You're getting approached right and left, so you can only handle so much of it, right? Before you explode and implode. Like, man, stop it. It's just like the same concept of a alpha level guy. Again, I hate using that word, but I'm just using it just to make it easier for everybody to understand what type of dudes I'm talking about. That guy getting bombarded with women walking up to him, fat women walking up to him and wanting to sleep with him. He's probably going to get tired of it eventually. I promise you he will. So part of me does go out to her for that. But you don't need to come out here and make a video like this, lady. Really? The only reason why she got the nerves to do it is because we men gave her that comfort to live in a society which is that safe for her to the point where she can say whatever the hell she wants about men and nothing's gonna happen to her. You think eastern side of the world women would do it, would even have the nerves to do something like this? Oh hell no, they're gonna get their heads chopped off. She's shitting on the very men who fought for this freedom that she has to be able to live a life like this nowadays. Funny how that works, right? But fellas, leave older women alone, please. I don't care how old you are as a guy. If you're an older gentleman, like in your 40s, even 50s, I don't there and you haven't built your life up to the point where it's very, very, very attractive to everybody who looks at it. I don't know. I don't have much else to say, but just live your life for the rest of your life in your own terms. And those when you're in your 40s and 50s, you don't need that. You don't have that urge to approach women like this anymore. It's really usually younger guys who are approaching women. Why? Because your testosterone dropped. You don't just want to fuck like jackrabbits 24 goddamn 7 anymore. So it's a blessing at that point, right? You can focus on your life. So I don't really, and you have way more wisdom than younger guys. So I don't really have to say much to you guys. But my main viewers are guys from late teens to mid 30s. These guys, you guys, just stop approaching women over 22. Because under 22, women who doesn't matter how good or ugly or what they look like, for the most part, they're always going to be way nicer to you than this cunt who you just saw. All right, Craig. Hope this one makes sense for you, buddy. Follow me on Instagram at Zeekpeak. I'll see you.